The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium for tonight's game between the Prairie Grove Tigers and the Pottsville Apache. I'm Lynn Gregson, alongside of me, Zach Arns. Zach, I'll tell you, looking at this game, this should be a great game tonight. These are two very good football teams. Pottsville comes into the game 10-1, Prairie Grove 10-0. Your initial thoughts?
It's going to be fun. It's to match up top 10 teams in 4A, and it's these teams are very, very good, and they're absolute mirrors of each other. They run the wing tee, they run the football. They don't throw it a whole lot, and we'll get into some of the specifics when it comes to the Apache offense here shortly. Apparently they got a couple of trick plays up their sleeve tonight. I was watching them warm up. Very impressive, very fundamental. It's like Tim Duncan. Very fundamental, no mistakes. Everything's going forward. They're not going to beat themselves. Prairie Grove's going to have to bring their A game tonight, no question about it.
Well, I'll tell you, Zach, as I looked at Pottsville and their season, in the 10 games they've won, now this is excluding the game they lost to Boonville, in the 10 games they won, they are averaging winning 42-13. Very.
They score some points.
They score.
They definitely score some points. They give up about 14 a game. And, of course, we all know about the Prairie Grove defense, but it's going to be fun. I think Pottsville's game plan is pretty simple. It's keep the ball away from the Prairie Grove offense, eat up a lot of time, make this game as short as possible. And if they can do that, they certainly stand a chance of coming in here tonight and winning.
Well, as you look at their team, the roster here, they've got some seniors, but they've got some underclassmen as well. So
yep.
They're a solid football team.
This is a team that's played a lot of football games. They advanced to the playoffs last year. Were undefeated in the regular season last year. Got upset in the playoffs and lost one football game this year. They're certainly on the level with Prairie Grove. We're going to find out exactly what separates these two over 4 quarters here tonight. But I was watching some film of the offense there from Pottsville. The guy to watch tonight is Michael Perry. He's 2/3 of their offense. 1,100 rushing, just over 900 passing. He doesn't turn the football over very often. They've got a couple of capable backs in Tanner Weaver, Corey Campbell, and Tyler Weaver. And they don't throw the ball a whole lot. And when they do, it's usually for big chunk plays because they've got everybody sucked in, and Prairie Grove's certainly going to have to be very, very aware of that. And from a strategy standpoint, Prairie Grove's got to control the middle. You shut down the fullback and you work your way out when you're talking about trying to cut down on an option offense. Got to control the guard center, guard gaps. That's Jared and Jacob. They've got to do it. And they're going to be on their own tonight. And then everybody, from the outside, you attack it that way. But I expect Prairie Grove to come in with a good, solid game plan, do what they do, and let the chips fall where they may. They're number 4 in the state for a reason.
Right. Well, as we look also at the playoffs in general, Zach, some surprises last week, and I think the biggest surprise by far was the upset of Mena, the 5th seed from the 4A.
We're familiar with Mena.
And they beat Arkadelphia 42-29 last week, and they were facing Ozark from our conference tonight. So Ozark's got to be looking at that game. First, they probably look at, well, we're getting a 5th seed, but then they go, wait a minute, that 5th seed just beat Arkadelphia.
Just took down Arkadelphia. And it wasn't so much that Neenah won. It was by 13 points.
Right.
That's maybe more surprising. They didn't win on a fluke play or, getting into a 55-54 shootout. They beat them. And that's what can happen when you get into the playoffs. And also on that side of the bracket as well, Boonville, who had a bye last week, who defeated this very Pottsville Apache team that's here tonight, they go into their game tonight 7-3. They have 3 losses on the year, and one of Boonville's losses came to Ozark. So if you want to connect the dots.
Yeah, and I don't like to connect the dots
No.
because there's so many things that can happen. And then last week, also Boonville is facing Newport tonight. Newport won a
slugfest,
absolute slugfest with Farmington last week. If I'm not mistaken, won in the last few seconds of the ball game.
46-40. It was a great game.
And then also on that side of the bracket, you got Highland and Pine Bluff, Dollarway, Heber Springs, and Pea Ridge. Now, Heber Springs lost to this Pottsville team 35-14 in the opening week of the season.
Yep.
So, you don't want to compare scores, things like that, but it's interesting. Pea Ridge from our conference will host them tonight. On our side of the bracket, in addition to us, you have Stuttgart and Dardanelle. Stuttgart got a bye, and Dardanelle won their first one over Pocahontas. Warren, a number 1 seed from the 8-4A conference, they face Malvern tonight. So that's
somebody's going home.
And I'll tell you,
that's we might as well just cash it in. Let's go catch that one. Well, that'll be a slugfest.
Well, I'll tell you what, this game, looking at this of the matchups tonight, I am finding our matchup tonight, Pottsville and Prairie Grove, and the Warren Malvern as 2 of the top games. And then also tonight, another game. It's hard for me to say this isn't the top game as well. Nashville taking on CAC.
That's the University of Nashville.
And so
from what I'm told,
Nashville and CAC, the 2nd seed and the 4th seed, both from the 7-4A, they face. The winner of this game will face the winner of that game.
That's going to be, but that's a week away. We don't have to worry about that just yet. And I think we're going to get some questions answered tonight. There are questions about Prairie Grove and some of the teams that they've played. There's some questions about Pottsville and the teams they've played and exactly how good they are. So I think we're going to get some answers tonight. I can tell you this, just watching, having watched Prairie Grove all year and watched, the little bit of Pottsville that I've seen, both teams are pretty darn good. This is going to be a good, fun football game. I think we're going to play 4 quarters tonight.
Well, as we come into the game, Prairie Grove again posted another shutout last week, and it's still the last game of being scored on was September 28th against crosstown rival Farmington, who put 21 points on Prairie Grove. Since that time, the 2 points scored was a safety in a very cold night in Lincoln.
That was brutal.
So,
but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think we're I think we're going to get some answers tonight. See how far Prairie Grove can actually. We think they can go pretty far, but I think we're going to get some answers tonight as to maybe what some other folks think.
Well, I think another key to the game tonight may be Landon Allen, the Prairie Grove field goal kicker. Now, I don't know what kind of field goal kicker Pottsville has.
Let me tell you.
So you've been watching.
We have a decided advantage in the kicking game.
Well, I guess you were watching a little bit before the game.
I was.
Well, Landon, the thing about Landon is that he is a threat, and not just from a extra point making, but I mean Landon's range. I mean he can probably. His long I think is 43 yards, but Landon I've seen him hit from 40. In practice, and he's hit 47. So if the game gets close and we have that opportunity, it is something that is an option for Prairie Grove.
This game will be about field position. Landon could be very critical in that, as could JD Speed punting the football. You've got to have people. You got to be a lot of. You're not going to drive the ball 80 yards on Prairie Grove defense, and you're probably not going to drive it 80 yards on Pottsville's defense. Turnovers, penalties, field position are going to be critical tonight. We're actually going to play a football game where we're not racing up and down the field, and it's not going to be 52-0. I can pretty well guarantee you that.
Well, I'll tell you, I want to remind those that are watching, go to pgtigersonline.com. That's pgtigersonline.com. And go to the comments page and let us know where you're watching from. Troy Kurtzinger is watching tonight, wishing the Tigers good luck. I know that he may not be on there yet, but the color for our basketball, Derek Dugan, is down in Texas. He said he'd be watching us at some point tonight. And we know that tonight we have a lot of people throughout the state of Arkansas who watch these webcasts, and we welcome all of you, whether you're Pottsville Apache fans, Prairie Grove Tiger fans, or just a fan of high school football. We welcome you to our webcast tonight.
Got to take issue with the Democrat Gazette today. I don't know if you've been following the paper this week, but our boys are getting some pub this week for all the things that we've been harping on for 10 weeks. All the accomplishments, the 29 points, whatever. On the front page of the Dem Gazette today, Where is it? Let me grab this for you. I'm just going to read this to you real fast because I don't know if you had a chance to read the paper yet. But apparently, here it is. It says the Prairie Grove defense doesn't have a name. Where you been? We've had a name for him for 10 weeks.
And that is the
that would be the Black Hole.
The Black Hole. And they have played so well this year. Well, we've got about 9 minutes before kickoff, and I'm sure here in the next few minutes we'll be having the national anthem. And it looks like tonight is celebrating the USA tonight. I see flags all over the place.
A hideous shirt. I had Lance Arguello come up and ask me if he got that one out of my closet. And I'm sad to say no, but that is just a brutal, brutal shirt. But I got a chance to watch some of the webcasts last week. Got a chance to go back and watch it. It's phenomenal. I don't get to see it, being this far down. I don't get to see a lot of what Miles is doing over there. But, man, it looks great.
Well, we want to thank all of our East Lab students who help out so much and have done a great job this year as we've made it, kind of a transition year. Historically, this has been done a lot by the PG Tiger Booster Club. This year we've kind of transitioned a lot of the background work to the East Lab students, and then also Miles Eubanks, who works there at the school with the technology group. So it's great to have them. They've been doing a phenomenal job.
Well, they cut off the national anthem playing Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, yeah, they had it on there.
And I don't know. They were trying to communicate something to the referee, but we've got about 8 minutes to go, and it's finally time to kick this thing off. We've been talking about this thing since last Friday night.
Yeah,
the third quarter of last Friday night.
Well, about the second quarter when it was 31, and it's hard to not start looking forward in something like that. But this game is going to be phenomenal. And now, if we look down across the way, I guess Pottsville's probably about a 2 hour and 45 minutes, 2 hour drive from here. It looks like many of the Apache fans have made it here tonight. And again, we welcome those who did not make the trip. If you're watching tonight down in the Pottsville area or Russellville area, we welcome you to our webcast.
It's going to be this is going to be one of those what is it, the immovable object, and I don't even know how the saying goes, but something's got to give tonight, especially with the Pottsville offense versus the Prairie Grove defense. Prairie Grove gives up 151 yards a game. Pottsville averages nearly 400. 300 of that's on the ground. So, I mean, we know what Prairie Grove's done against the run, and if Pottsville's if they're gonna have a chance in the game, they're gonna have to run the football. If Prairie Grove's gonna have a chance, they're gonna have to stop it. And I was talking to Scott Sugg earlier, and we were talking about maybe strategies or whatever. And I said to him, if Prairie Grove gets a 2 or 3 score lead, it could be really difficult because Pottsville's just not built for the big comeback. They've controlled the football. They make plays on the ground, and they don't throw it all that often. And Prairie Grove, I think, is going to get into a situation tonight where they're going to bit man up on the receivers with Halbert and Elkins and Logan and play 8 against the run, 3 against the pass, and take their chances that way. Because Michael Perry, the quarterback for Pottsville, he's a little bit like Jamel Holloway. Holds the ball to the last second, pitches at the last second. He's really, really, really good on the option. And Prairie Grove's going to have to shut it down from the inside and work to the outside. You got to take it away in order: fullback, quarterback, halfback.
Well, I think, Zach, as we come into this game tonight, it's been a while since Prairie Grove's made it out of the second round.
Yeah.
I believe it was 2005. Looking back on some of the records, I may be off on that, but I believe it was the 2005 season where Prairie Grove made it to the semifinals, lost to Rivercrest on their field. Well, looks like with about 5 minutes to go here,
man, it's going to be fun.
Well,
it's going to be fun.
I am going to Well, it looks like coming out to the field that are going to be the captains for tonight's game. John Halbert, the interception leader, with there's a controversy whether he's got 10 or 12.
The Dem Gazette said he had 10.
Okay. John Halbert, Dalton,
which is what I said.
Jacob Lacey.
Always good to send Jacob out for the coin toss. It's good to send your biggest guy out.
And Noah Hunter also all out there tonight.
I think if Pottsville's got some concerns, they're not real deep. 37 guys on the roster. If Prairie Grove can beat on them a little bit and run the football, they may wear down. 4-yard runs become 8-yard runs in the second half, and that's certainly a part of the game plan. But it's going to come down to Pottsville's offense versus the Prairie Grove defense. If Pottsville can put some points on the board, we got ourselves a ball game. If they do what everyone else has done, we could be talking about a third-round matchup in the third quarter. I personally don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. I didn't think it would happen last week, to be quite honest with you. I didn't think they would control Mr. Williams the way they did, but they held him to 70 yards and 0 points.
Well, as I look over here on the comment page, Jeff Music, former student, I believe he's a 2009 graduate from Prairie Grove. He's watching from Fayetteville tonight and wishes the team luck and wish he could be here in person tonight. But, Jeff, I remember you and remember you playing some Pee Wee football along the way and being out there, and good to see you watching tonight. The Apache have the Prairie Grove yellow and white
Yeah, it's going to be
numbers, so we're going to scramble a little bit with those.
We'll put Garrett in charge of spotting. That's your job tonight. You're the spot guy. Because, frankly, our eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Well, here they come, and now Pottsville's captain, number 7, Micah Piker.
Bless you.
Number 53, that is Jordan Duggar, and number 58, Parker Thompson.
Just have to get some clarification on that. That's all.
They are all seniors, and let's look out here, see who's going to.
Man, Jacob looks big, doesn't he?
He is a big man. He is a big young man.
He is a big young man. And he'll be anchoring the left tackle spot tonight. That's this place that Weston likes to run. Did you read the article on the Bartholomew's today? I'm telling you, we're all over the place.
I did not see any papers today. I have been locked up in a room for most of the day and almost in solitary confinement.
There's a nice article on Weston and Logan today.
Let's see.
There's a nice picture of Coach Absher and the floppy.
They have Pottsville won the toss and they have deferred, Zach.
Not shocking.
And now it looks like, well, Prairie Grove won the toss last week, decided to take it.
Wisely.
So here they are. The Tigers are going to defend the west goal, and they're going to receive. And Pottsville is going to kick, and so
let's get it on.
It looks like now that the Tigers, they're going to get ready. They're going to come out, hit the field, and then we'll have the national anthem. And this is exciting, Zach. The second playoff game tonight.
It's nice to be home in the second round. Last year, that was a long trip down to Malvern, and it was a long trip back.
And I don't know. I mean, it may have been maybe the late 90s may have had a team that played 2 playoff games here. But if it was, it's been a long time since 2 playoff games have been played here at Tiger Stadium.
Got a little scouting report before the game. I think if Prairie Grove's got some concerns about the Pottsville offense, it's that every play at the snap looks exactly the same. They run screens off of dive actions. You're going to see some of the old Houston veer, and the Perry will pick up the ball and he'll drop it to a wide receiver. That's why I think Prairie Grove's going to have to play real aggressively with anyone that splits out wide. You're going to have to let Halbert go.
I'm sorry, here comes the Prairie Grove Tigers. They're coming out on the field. They look excited. Big Jared Murphy leading the pack. There's the fireworks. Like you said, we had a burn band.
We had a burn band. You might as well use them now.
Blow them up now. And here come the Tigers, and their fans are just rolling out there with them.
Like that one.
And now, and it's great to see the kids. They're all with American flags tonight. Probably in honor of Veterans Week. And now getting ready to take the field. Looks going to be like the Apache. They're down there in the west end zone waiting to come out.
Got to hit number 5 every play. It's like the old wishbone teams. You got to hit them, you got to hit them, you got to hit them, and make him make decisions.
And, Zach, you were talking about the old Houston veer, that type of offense, that when that happens, what you get out of that is when you have that same look every play, and that's what you want. And here come the Apache. They're coming out on the field, and then we're going to have the national anthem. But as they come out, Zach, that makes it difficult, and that's what you want when you're running that triple option, when you're running that type of read. You want it to look the same, and if you're making the fake, you want to carry it out. If you're pulling it and going down, you want to make it look the same every time.
Less reaction, more thinking. That'll slow you down every single time, but I think Prairie Grove's got a plan to counter that tonight.
Okay, we're going to go to the field for the national anthem.
Moment of silence, please.
And now we're getting ready for the kickoff, Zach. That was there's nothing like it. To me, it's just nothing quite like that national anthem just before kickoff. And we've changed that. We've changed that over the years. I used to do the national anthem while the players were still out, and last year we kind of changed that. And it just, there's a feel to it. And then to hear our student section chant USA, USA, and showing their patriotism is great. Well, looks like back deep we'll have Dalton Falk, Weston Bartholomew, and John Halbert and Logan Bartholomew all back deep. And
last week I was nervous. This week I'm just ready to go out and give me a helmet. I headbutted the dog on the way out today.
Well, I do want to give a shout-out. Jackson Diebold, he's number 61 for us. His grandparents, Buddy and Joe Diebold, usually watch on the net from Branson. Tonight they are here in the stands, and they say, "Go Tigers." The ball bounces, going to be fielded by Logan Bartholomew over on their right side, and Logan's up the field.
Work.
Logan, he's up close to the 40-yard line. They're going to look like they're going to spot it just over the 40, and it's where the Tigers are going to take their first possession, 1st and 10. Let's see exactly where they're going to put the ball down. They're going to put it right on the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
Good start. That's you like to have those nice kick returns. Get yourself going. 40-yard line's good starting position.
Excellent place to start their first possession. The Tigers come out. They're going to line up in the wing T. Actually, they have a couple split here to the left side. There's a handoff. That's Weston Bartholomew. He breaks one tackle. There goes Weston. Weston's at the 40. He stiff-arms it. He goes down to the 33-yard line. Weston Bartholomew.
You know what? They had it stopped. They had it stopped in the backfield.
Corey Campbell on the tackle for the Apache.
Weston made he made a nice run, little stiff arm on the defensive tackle, then a nice stiff arm on the secondary player. Somebody's got to talk to Weston about not running over everybody.
Well,
use that speed a little bit.
Yeah, he may have could have taken a little jolt there.
Weston's not wired that way. Weston's wired to run you over.
And he did a nice job there. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers in Apache territory. And there goes Weston again, right up the middle. He's going to pick up probably close to 4 or 5 yards there. Going to bring up 2nd down. Let's call it 2nd and 6.
There was a play, and I didn't even know this rule existed. There was a play, the first play of the game last week against Crossit. Weston hurdled a player, got flagged for it. That's an unsportsmanlike penalty. You can't do that. You can't leave your feet. And Coach Absher was talking about it in the paper today that he thought the player had dove at Weston's knees.
And now Weston again. They're getting a big dose of Weston Bartholomew. This time, nice tackle there. That is number 10. He must be a freshman or something because I don't see a number 10 there.
Oh.
So
yeah, you got me on that one.
Yep. Don't have a number there. I think that was number 10. I apologize if anybody is.
The numbers are hard to read. They're not West Fork bad, but they are hard to read.
3rd down, and let's call it a long 4. And this time it's
JD.
JD Speed. JD Speed. He's going to be close to the first, depending on the spot.
It's going to be real close.
I think he may. Well, they're going to call it a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And they convert the 3rd down, and now the Tigers at the 23.
You couldn't ask for a better start here. Prairie Grove's getting some push, and they're controlling the ball, which is what they want to do, letting that big offensive line move. Pottsville's not very big on the defensive line.
I just got to update. Logan Hunt is number 10. And now there's Weston on the right side. There goes Weston. Weston just burrows his way inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
That will definitely work. Logan's 4 carries, 46 yards here on the opening drive.
Tigers 1st and goal inside the 10.
What do you think, Coach?
Well, they're lining up in an eye. I think they're going to go right at him here. JD Speed at the tailback. He gets the ball. There's JD up the middle. JD Speed inside the 5, down to about the 4. Tackle made by Michael Perry.
Yeah, they almost subscribe to a shock and awe theory. It's, the defense is so dominant, then they get the football, they come down, and they're running it right at you. there's no reason to put it in the air now. The offensive line's moving Pottsville around a little bit.
Halbert brings the play in from the sideline. Second goal from the 4. And there is Weston.
Oh, he's in.
Give him 6. Yes,
sir.
Hey, Prairie Grove.
Man.
In 2 minutes, 47 seconds, they strike pay dirt
7
first.
plays, 60 yards. Weston accounting for 50 of that.
And the Tigers score first. It's 6-0. And now on to try the extra point. Landon Allen. Extra points. These things after this extra point, I'm going to go to the comments page, Zach. There's a lot of comments being made. Want to make sure we're capturing all that. Let's look for the extra point. And now here's a snap. Place. Oh, we're going to have a flag down on the play. Someone moved. I think may have been Diebold there, but that's going to be a 5-yard step off.
Shouldn't really make a difference to Landon. He's certainly got the leg to knock it down. Just makes the degree of difficulty a little bit greater.
It's a good snap.
He shanked it.
He shanked it. Nope, and it's going to be off, and that is very unlanded-like.
Very unlanded-like. He doesn't shank them very often.
But he just didn't catch that one. And well, the score with 9:13 to go in the first quarter, Tigers lead 6-0. I'm going to look over here the comments page. Mary Ann is with us. She says, "Go beat Pottsville," and she loves her cheerleader Kelby. Jeff Music, and then Derek Dugan, my sidekick for the basketball games. He says he's watching from East Texas, surrounded by anti-Bama fans, Zach. And
we're all anti-Bama fans.
Thanks for the broadcast. He's saying everything looks good. And then Henry from Russellville, 6 plays, split veer. It's like Novocaine, just give it time, always works. He is quoting, of course, remember the Titans. Zach, your dog is too old to be headbutting.
He probably is, but he received a headbutt on the way out of the house tonight.
For those that may not, I know a lot of people watching throughout the state. Henry is used to help us here with some of our camera work prior to working with our East Lab students at the school, and I always appreciate Henry when he's been able to be here, and he's filled in at various times with our webcast. And
I'm going to let him do some sideline reporting. That's what I think.
Well, Landon Allen getting ready to kick, and Landon the past 2 or 3 weeks has done an excellent job on the kickoffs. Hope he can continue that tonight. Unlike him on that extra point, though, and it still almost made it.
Yeah. He was like hitting a 9-iron.
And here he goes, and here comes the kick, and he's just a little off tonight. But that's going to
go out of bounds.
Eli Lopez trying to get down there. But that's going to give them good starting, or give the Apache good starting field position at the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Apache. Well, this is kind of what I've been wanting to see tonight, Zach. I thought that our offense may do okay. We've done, but it's funny, our defense has been questioned so many times, as I look,
Yeah.
I see maybe more Fearless Friday than do newspapers, Zach, and one of the things is like, yeah, I hear it. But now with an opportunity with a team that's averaging 42 points a game, and they have the ball, and that is Creighton Ledbetter. Creighton Ledbetter hitting first.
And Campbell again.
This is just kind of a
look. Pottsville's not flashy. They're not gonna, 2nd and 7's a win for them. They need to continue at about 3 yards, 3.5 yards every single time.
And that's just a straight. That's just not even a wing tee. It's just a tee.
It's an off-tackle dive. It's just an off-tackle dive. That's and they'll run option off of that. They'll run screen passes off of that. You gotta, like they used to say, just watch everybody.
And here we go. Now up the middle again.
Straight
nice.
Up the middle.
That's a good run that time. Jacob called Jared Murphy in on the tackle. We already have a score. Ozark leading Mena 7-0 down in Ozark tonight.
And they're gonna. You can see Pottsville's game plan right now is to cut Jared, get Jared on the ground, and they're cutting him on almost every play, and that's something Jared's gonna have to adjust to.
It's 3rd down and 3, and now here they're gonna go outside, and he's not gonna make it. No, he did not make it. That's big. The Walla call, Jacob call. He comes out of there. He's dancing tonight, Zach.
Everybody settle down. Pottsville will go for these. This is not punting territory for them.
It's 4th down and a yard to go, and it looks like
they're gonna go.
If they go,
they understand they're gonna have to score points. They can't punt.
Well, they're averaging 42 points a game for a reason, and now on 4th down and 1, they're lining up. They're gonna go. And
I don't think so.
It's going to depend. I think they gave him a fairly generous spot, and I think he's going to get it with that spot. All he has to do is touch the 35, and they're going to give the 1st down.
Wow. I don't. But, you know, this is what they do. Pottsville needs to get they need 2.5 yards over 4 plays. That's all, and that's the way they run their offense. You have to get them behind the chains. You have to get them negative plays, or you're really going to struggle to stop them.
Coach Laird barking some instructions to Dalton Falk. 1st down and 10. Apache with the ball at their own 45. And you're right, Zach. They're just on the ground. They're a pound and grind team. And now they're looking to pass, looking upstairs, and complete. And I guess that's what you can do with that kind of offense. You can set up the play action, and that was complete. Nice pass there. That is Luke McAnulty. Thank you, Zach. Luke McAnulty on the reception.
Logan got sucked in on that. He had his eyes in the backfield. That's what you have to do, is you have to keep your eye on those tight ends. Those are the guys that are going to catch passes.
1st and 10, ball at the Prairie Grove 33. That was a nice pass that time by Perry. And there's 4. And can Halbert catch him? And he's in there.
Well, that didn't take very long.
And Pottsville scores, and that's the first points the Tigers have given up since September the 28th. They drive 65 yards in 5 plays of their own, or 6 plays.
And that's what they do. That's just what they do.
Well, I think what was great about that particular piece here is they're lining up here.
Swinging gate. Oh, really?
They have
We're going to get a motion here.
He makes a flag down on the
legal
play.
Formation or a hold.
Legal formation. Now coming in the game is Colby Elkins. So now Pottsville looks like they'll line up for an extra point.
We think.
Well, they have a tee out there now.
This isn't what they do well. This is not the kicking game is not what they do well.
Well, Zach, you say that, and we missed ours.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll turn around and make theirs now. Theirs is going to be this will be a 25-yard extra point. Number 74, that is Alonzo Torres. He's on to try. He's a left-footed kicker. Kick is on the way, and he drills it. It's good.
Wow. Yeah, see, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
It's with 6:46 to go in the first quarter, and for the first time since the Farmington game, the Tigers trail 7-6. Well, I think we're in for a ball game tonight, and
I thought we would be. I didn't expect the defense to give up a big play like that. But you settle down. Hey, it's the first quarter, and now you know what you're dealing with. And Coach Absher talked about it this week in the papers. He said, it's a hard offense to figure out because they slow bleed you to death. It's fullback, and then they hit you with a counter or a pass play. And they had Prairie Grove reeling after the pass, and now the defense just needs to settle down.
And I think they will, because I saw, even though Pottsville made the touchdown there, I saw some good stuff on the defense, especially on that first series. It's just a matter of kind of connecting and getting it right. Now here's Torres getting ready to kick.
He's going to pop this one up, I think.
And this one is going to go to Halbert.
There we go.
And there goes Weston around the right side. Bartholomew over the 40. He's not going to quite get to the 40, to the 38-yard line.
I thought he had a bigger lane than he did.
Yeah, it looked like he did. Looked like he was going to have a lot of room there. That was a little slow developing that time on the star. Sometimes it seems to be a little quicker.
Well, let's see how Prairie Grove responds here. It's been a while since they've been behind, so it'll be interesting to see if they go back to the ground or they try and air it out. But I think we're going to see them. Pound the ball right at Pottsville again.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's going to be spotted at their own 39 this time.
Interesting, no tight end. Jared's out of the lineup.
And now they're going from the shotgun this time. They're mixing it up. There's Cooper. He's back to pass. And now he's got Noah Hunter just overthrows Noah. On the recovery is McAnulty. And now let's see who else is watching tonight. Tiger alum watching from the Illinois River. Inside, it's warm from my fireplace. Melinda from Prairie Grove, great video feed and commentary. First time watching. Well, welcome, Melinda. We are grateful that you're watching. And I know you say you're usually here in person. Chelsea, former grad. Come on, boys. I know you can do it. Hey, Weston, stop stealing all the spotlight, buddy. All right. And now here we go. That is
Logan.
That's Logan Bartholomew. And Logan, he's up over the 50. First down for the Tigers. Ball at the 49.
I did not anticipate a scoring fest. I thought this game would be, 21-20, not 41-40. But we're on that kind of pace right now.
6:25 to go in the first quarter. Tigers trail 6-7.
Tigers averaging 9 yards a carry right now on the ground. Pottsville averaging 8.6. Sometimes you know it's coming and you just can't stop it.
Now we have trips to the right side.
This could be that bubble screen.
And no, Cooper's going to take and run to the left. And Cooper Winters, he'll get down close to the 40 and another 9-yard pickup.
I like the strategy, though. You're running Pottsville side to side. They don't have a lot of depth. You run them side to side. They've got a lot of guys going both ways. Perry's playing. Campbell's playing. This is now they're going to take a timeout.
Pottsville's going to take a timeout. Let's take that timeout with them. With 6:06 to go in the first quarter, the Pottsville Apache 7, Prairie Grove Tigers 6.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back with you. 6:06 to go here in the first quarter.
If you'd told me at the 6-minute mark we'd have 123 yards of offense, I would have laughed at you. I mean, it's been pretty darn impressive. Both teams, actually, it's 145 yards of total offense. Prairie Grove with 80, Pottsville with their 65.
And now here is Weston. He fumbles the ball. He just does the wise thing and falls down on it. Falling there on him is number 67. That's Andy Hepp. We remind those watching, go to PGTigersOnline.com, the comments page. Let us know where you're watching from. We've already had several comments. We appreciate that. Appreciate all those out there. We know that we have several throughout the state watching tonight. And you're going to continue to see a good ball game. Third down with that loss of a couple yards. It's third down. And now they're not ready.
That's
There's
the
Logan.
Gus Malzahn turbo huddle.
And
he got him.
Nice tackle. That is Perry.
Perry.
That is the quarterback, Michael Perry. He makes the stop.
Yeah, he made his way through the wash there on the offensive line and made a really nice tackle. It'll be 4th and 1.
4th and 1, and I believe the Tigers will go for it here.
They had him. If Perry doesn't make the tackle, that's a big gain.
Nice play by Michael Perry.
Brian Kelly calls that the NASCAR huddle. Go fast, go fast.
Now the Tigers, have had success running inside and outside both. Last time on the inside run, we just happened to fumble. Weston Bartholomew at the fullback. He's got.
That's a first down.
That's easily a first with that spot.
I don't understand why coaches don't do that more often against teams that play a 4-man front.
Zach, with that spot, he's short. I believe he may be short.
Yeah, that's going to be close. That's going to be close. Cooper slipped when he took the snap.
I thought he had it easily at first, but now with that spot, not sure.
Oh, yeah. First down. You know, when you run that
first down,
when you run the quarterback sneak, you should have your weight forward. When you lean over the center, you should take the snap and already be leaning forward. You should never take that step backwards. But hey, it works. I don't understand why coaches don't do that more often against like a 3-man or 4-man front. Why you don't just spread everybody out and let the quarterback pick up 3 or 4 yards.
Well, now the Tigers hurry into the line. First down and 10. And now that is Logan. Logan Bartholomew. Logan down to the 31-yard line. Tackle made. That is number 24, Tyler Weaver. The one thing I'm seeing tonight, Zach, is I'm calling out players making the tackle for Pottsville. It's not the same guy every time.
Nope.
Different guys are going to the ball. You know, a lot of times in a lot of the games we play, we call the same guy's name over and over again. Tonight, we're calling several of the Pottsville Apache players. Second down and let's call it a short 2 for the Tigers.
Pottsville's pinching. Their safeties are coming up. Might be time for that pop pass.
And now there's the
Noah.
wing-back counter, and that is
Noah.
Noah lowers his head. He goes forward. He's brought down by Perry. Also helping out number 10, that is Logan Hunt. And the Tiger first down, ball at the 26-yard line. Well, it looks like they're spotting at the 27. First and 10, 3:59 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams have had a possession. Tigers drove their first time, 6 plays, 60 yards. Pottsville took theirs, 6 plays, 65 yards, and now the Tigers are on the run again. Here is Logan Bartholomew. Runs into Connor West, his blocker there. No gain on the play. Can bring up second down. He ran right into the back of Connor West there.
Connor's got to get out and around. He's got to get some depth on that so he can turn the thing up. But I think we're getting near Jared time, or possibly Halbert on the little waggle pass. Well, right, you can see Pottsville's starting to bring those safeties up to try and stop the run, and this is the time. If you're going to take the shot, now might be the time, or you're in 4-down territory regardless.
Well, it's second down and 10 for the Tigers. 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go here. Cooper Winters from the shotgun. He's going to keep it. There goes Coop. Coop's going to go inside the 20. He's going to be marked at the 25. So that's going to bring up third down and 8 to go now for the Tigers. Nice job that time by the Apache.
I think you got to adopt the same plan that Pottsville did. This is 4-down territory. You need at least, you probably need 5 or 6 on this play just to make it a manageable 4th down. You don't want to put yourself in 4th and long.
Would you not go for the points here?
I don't know.
Let's see if we don't get it first.
Third down. The offense hasn't had a problem. They've been clicking pretty well. I don't think. I don't know. This early in the game, I might try it. You know me. I like points, but I might try it the way this team can play.
Third down. Quick pitch.
Oh man, what did we get?
It's going to be offside, or it's going to be illegal procedure motion. False start on the offense.
Can't have that.
Yeah, that play was set up pretty well too. That's going to bring up now third down and 13. Ball at the 30. Penalty's going to hurt there. 2:21 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers trail 7-6.
Maybe you try and get Jared matched up one-on-one with Perry or Campbell. At 6'3", he's a pretty big target. Yeah, they're going to split him wide. They got him one-on-one out here. They got him one-on-one. You got a matchup you can take advantage of.
And now Cooper looking to his right, rolling to his right. He's got some room. He's going to tuck it. And he's going to be sacked at the 30. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Apache fans are pleased with that defensive stand. But at the 30, I believe the Tigers are probably going to go for it. It looks like I don't see Landon coming out, so they're going to go.
Yeah, you're probably a little bit out of his range here. Well, I asked one time, what do we have on 4th and 25?
Well, it's 4th down and 13, and so the Tigers, they're going to go for it here. 1 minute, 36 seconds to go. First quarter. Tigers trail 6-7. And now here's Cooper Winters. He's back to pass, little screen pass. Ugh. He's in trouble. He throws it up.
No.
Intercepted. You had to get rid of it,
that.
But he had to get rid of it, Zach, because he couldn't take a sack either. So the Apache hold this time as they hold Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove got down as far as the 25, unable to convert on 3rd and 4th down. So the Apache take over 1st and 10, ball at their own 27. 1:21 to go here in the first quarter, and the Tigers are in for a ball game tonight.
I think we knew that coming in, but you know, they're making mistakes they haven't made. You gotta now your defense. You're relying on your defense here. They gotta put the clamps down and get the offense the football back.
1:21 to go here in the first quarter, and there's a breakthrough. Number 24, that is Tyler Weaver.
I think we got a hold.
And that's a flag down on the play.
You know who they remind me of, just in structure? It's Cassville.
Illegal shift is the call. No, holding is the call. Or maybe, I don't know if there was 2 penalties there or not, Zach. Regardless, they're going to take they'll watch this. That'll be a 10-yard step off from the spot of the foul. He did a motion shift there for a second. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, yeah, the ref first did like it was going to be a motion, and then he called the hold. That's going to back the Apache up there. You know, with Apache primarily a running team, I'm not saying they can't pass. We saw them complete a nice pass earlier, but they seem to be more of a running team. And first down, and let's call it about 17 to go. And that's Perry. And Perry gets down to the 45 of Prairie Grove. And I'll tell you, Zach, a little bit of speed there.
Yeah, they are fundamentally very, very sound, and you're going to have to tackle all 3 ball carriers.
I think Prairie Grove is going to have to do something here. You know, whenever you're facing a team that runs the reads, those options, everyone has a man, and if you miss your assignment, it can be blown for everyone.
And you can't do someone else's assignment.
No, you have to do your assignment.
You have to do your assignment, and that's it.
First down, 10 to go. And now another keeper this time. No, he's not going anywhere. Jared Murphy, he wraps him up.
He's going to get about a yard.
Brandon Nodier also helping out, I believe. He's going to maybe pick up a yard, so it's going to be second down. 9. We got 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter, so this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You can tell Prairie Grove is not attacking the way they normally do. They're reacting more than attacking. That's just not their game.
And now Apache they're going to split out. They have one wide to the right, one to the left. And now Perry with a quick pass complete. And it's going to be enough. He's going to be close to the first down, maybe a little short. Dalton Falk on the tackle. Luke McNulty on the reception. And the Apache fans are happy with their play in the first quarter. 7-6, the Tigers trail. Let's take a timeout, and we'll come back for the second quarter.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Okay, we're back with you. We get ready to start the second quarter. It's going to be third down and a yard for the Apache. And the way the Apache have been moving the ball, Zach, it would take a big defensive stance to stop them here on this series of downs.
They've got 78 yards rushing in the first quarter. So it's 11-1 a carry. That's not something we've seen very much of. And
hitting the backfield, and several Tigers. Murphy, Call, Nodier. Wow, they're all in there. Speed.
And they mark it.
And Nick Sugg, several. He's going to be short.
It is short. Wow.
It's 4th down here for the Tigers, or for the Apache. The Tigers, nice play there on 3rd down.
I don't know why they would go to the option on a 3rd and 1. Why not?
Because they knew they had 4th coming up.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. They've had a lot of success just pounding the ball right at the middle of the Prairie Grove defense.
And now here they've got the first easy there. He's going to go inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. That is Corey Campbell on the carry. Tiger alum also noticing how well the Apache are playing and makes that comment there that the Tigers are in for a game tonight. Definitely. First down and 10, ball at the Tiger 33. The Apache with the ball. There is Campbell again. He's going to go about 3 or 4, about 4 or 5 yards there. He got close to 5 yards on that carry, Zach. 10:53 to go here in the second quarter.
Veer option. Perry, he rides the fullback. If the fullback's got leverage and got momentum, you give him the ball. If not, you pull it out and you pull it around the end. But Prairie Grove's got to start committing some people to the run game here.
And they're just pushing them forward. There's another 3 or 4 yards. And you keep getting these 4-yard plays. You come up with 3rd down and 2, 3rd down and 1.
Which is exactly where they want to be.
And now, again, they're going to have 3rd and short. And, Zach, I know you said earlier you weren't sure about the field goal kick, but the way he kicked that extra point, they're getting close to field goal range themselves here,
yeah,
even if they decided not to. And now trying to rush off the field is Logan Bartholomew comes in for Weston. Weston trying to get off the field here, and there's another give. He's got the first down inside down to about the 20-yard line. Jared Murphy helping out on the tackle. I believe that was number 24 on the carry, Tyler Weaver. So the Apache are just taking the ball, and this drive actually started when did this drive start? About the 30 or 25-yard line, I think. After 27-yard line. So defense needing to step up here, and they've been playing so well so long, and now the Apache are really testing them tonight. And there you go. Perry, he slips down on the option. He's going to lose a couple there. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and let's call it 2nd and 12. Just slipped there, Zach. And the Prairie Grove actually had to defend it fairly well that time.
Just one move too many. And they've done a nice job on him. And he's carried the ball twice for 9 yards and done a nice job shutting him down. It's been Corey Campbell who's been a bit of a bugaboo. 6 carries and 60 yards.
Well, one was the 33-yard touchdown run, I believe, Zach.
You got a Weaver back there limping a little bit.
Here is Perry again.
They're making tackles 6 and 7 yards down the field. You're not going to be able to slow them down. You've got to get them behind the chains.
And now he's going to pick up. He's going to pick up several yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Big defensive play here for the Tigers.
This is big. You need a negative play. You can't give up 4 or 5 yards on this one. You can give them a 4th and short again.
4th and 6, or 3rd and 6.
That's exactly what they're looking for.
Ball's on the ground, and I think the Tigers have it. I do believe Prairie Grove got the fumble. Yes, they do. Coming out of the pile, the Waller call, Jacob call, gets the fumble.
That's what you needed.
Needed something to happen there. The Apache were moving the ball extremely well, and that turnover gives the Tigers the ball with 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's a break you needed. Turnovers are going to be big.
Zach, some scores here. We have Boonville leading Newport 22-6.
Really?
Highland and Pine Bluff are tied up at 6. I'll come back with some more scores. There is Weston Bartholomew. Weston breaks through. There's Weston. He just lowers his head, keeps moving forward. Also, Ozark leading Mena 14-6. P. Ridge leading Heber Springs 14-0.
Is that right?
Stuttgart leading Dardanelle 14-0, and Warren over Malvern 12-7. So
that's like watching an NFL game.
So the Tigers pick up a first down with Bartholomew there. Bartholomew 7 carries, 60 yards tonight. And now here's Colby Elkins. Haven't seen him in a while. There goes Colby. Colby breaks a couple
Look at
tackles.
Colby, go.
Go, Colby. Colby's at the 50. And Colby finally brought down at the 45. He's brought down by Logan Hunt.
This is fun, isn't it? This is a lot of fun. This is like Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran just trading punches.
I just hope they come out and say no moss at the end.
it's just one big play after another. This is just fun.
Well, I'll tell you, these two teams, they do run similar offenses. Not exactly the same, but very similar in the way that they, kind of a run first.
It's a 27-yard run by Colby. Prairie Grove, 134 yards on the ground here in a quarter and 5 minutes.
And now, here we go. There's Colby again. Colby's got
giving
running
it to
room.
him.
Nice
Keep
in and out
giving it
run.
to him.
Keep going. Colby's going to stop, slow down.
Colby's hurt. He's hurt.
No,
he went down. It looked like he may have turned an ankle, or
I thought that too at first, the way he kind of slowed down, but he appears
maybe
to
he
be
just stumbled.
He appears to be okay. Here comes Jacob Storley bringing the play in from the sideline. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers trailing 7-6, but they're marching and they are in Apache territory around the 30. They're at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Here is Bartholomew. He's right up the middle. There goes Weston. And
Woo!
Weston, he goes inside the 30, down close to the 25-yard line. Going to spot it at the 27. These two teams are just pounding back and forth with each other. And you're right, Zach. It's just like a boxing
Standing
match.
in the middle of the ring just trading punches. What I'm hoping is for a Tommy Hagler, Marvin, or Thomas Hearns, Marvin Hagler kind of 3-round knockout. I don't know that Pottsville wants to play this fast.
And here comes the Tigers again. There's Weston, and just right up the middle. Weston brought down by several of the Apache.
And that's just a nice little influence trap where the guard comes and kicks around, and the way that Cooper backpedals, the defensive end's got to stay with Cooper, and Weston can just slip underneath him.
He's going to pick up 6 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Dylan Reed coming in from the sideline.
Yeah, they've tried to get him deep a couple of times this year and just haven't had the opportunity.
6 minutes, 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers trailing by 1. And there's Colby Elkins. Colby, he's going to be hit this time around the 9. They're going to spot him down around the 20, maybe just inside. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Six minutes to go. We're halfway through the second quarter.
I like Weston on that little fullback belly. I think you're in 2-down territory again on 3rd and 2. Weston already up to 9 carries.
Plenty of time on the play clock, and here comes
There it
Weston.
is.
He's got the first and more.
There you
There's
go,
Weston.
Weston.
Keep going,
Keep
and
going,
Weston turns. He's down close to the goal line.
When I was walking into the stadium tonight,
They're going to call a touchback there.
What?
They're calling a touchback.
Wow.
They are calling that a. It's too bad we don't have instant replay on that. He was easily. I thought he was down, Zach.
I thought he was too. Wow. Just not things that Prairie Grove has done all year long.
Well, it's 7-6, and both teams have been in scoring position and have come up empty with a turnover. Last time they were inside right at the 20-yard line, and the Apache fumbled, and then Prairie Grove fumbles inside the. Gosh, he had to be at the 1-yard line, Zach.
For all the buildup about the defenses, we haven't really seen a defensive stop yet.
No one has punted yet tonight. There was a 4-down stop that they did on the Tigers.
There we go.
And there's a stop there.
Brandon Nodier. I was surprised to learn he leads the team in tackles. 97 stops, 22 for loss.
Wow. 2nd down. The Tigers need to stop here, maybe get the ball back one more time here before the half. Eli Lopez, a sophomore, coming in for Nodier. Got to know what to be aware of here. 2nd down and 9. Definitely don't want to let them score, and then they get the ball to start the second half. So important defensive series for the Tigers here. Nice defense there. That's going to be a stop. Lopez
Eli
on
getting
the
in
stop.
there. Now you got him 3rd and long.
3rd down and about 6 to go here. 4 minutes and 30
Now's when you
seconds.
dial up the pressure. Usually the rule against an option team is you can't blitz because it breaks your assignments. But I think this might be a time to bring a few.
If you bring a few, you definitely got to have your Halberts and your Bobby Cats looking for the pass over the top.
They're going to split Weaver down here. He's their best receiver.
They're in the shotgun. this
McAnulty's
time.
been the guy tonight.
They're all on one side, and they're going to run an option. And he's going to be short. It depends. They gave him a heck of a.
Now the ref down here's got him on the 29.
They're going to spot him at the 29. 4th down, 3 minutes. Now the question is, will they go here?
I would bet they would.
That's extremely bold if they do go here. And he may let the clock run down and call a timeout, and I think that's what he's going to do. Regardless, he wants as much. If he's going to punt, he wants as much time to go off.
You're right. They're going to take it down.
And the question is he going to punt here?
I think you got to go punt safe here.
I would
for
think
a fake.
so.
You've got to have your defense out there. I don't think you want to. Take a chance here with them. It's because the way they're moving the ball right now. They've run 20 plays for 138 yards. Nobody has averaged 7 yards a play against Prairie Grove all year, and Pottsville's doing a great job moving the football right now.
As you look at total yards, the Tigers leading it at 180 to 138, and the turnover there at the goal line. I didn't like the call. I mean, I'm not, it is. The referees have a much better look than we do, but he looked down and it looked like the ball just took off afterwards after he was down and went in the end zone.
Yeah, Prairie Grove's making some mistakes. They've got 2 penalties, a turnover, 4th down, actually 2 turnovers, an interception and a fumble. It's just been things that they haven't normally done all year long, and they've managed to hang in, and they're keeping they're keeping Pottsville, at least for now, keeping Pottsville within arm's reach. And like you said, they need to get the ball back here, get some points on the board, because Pottsville's going to get the ball first.
Let's see what the lineup here is going to be. If they go for this, Zach, this is extremely.
I think they're going.
This is extremely gutsy.
Well, and it's 4th and less than a yard.
It's 4th and less yard, but if you don't make it, look where you're giving them the ball.
You're right. You need.
But I think they have a lot of confidence. He's got it easily. He's over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Now with that, what you want if you're Prairie Grove here is you want a stop. You do not want them, if they get it in the end zone and get the ball to start the second half, Zach, and time starts to become a factor because these teams run the ball so much. Yeah, as much offense as we have, we're only looking at 7 to 6.
You can't fall asleep here. Let somebody get behind you. It's imperative that the defensive backs, John, Logan, and Bobby, keep their eye on their man, not necessarily where the ball's going.
Now, wide open backfield, and he's going to keep it. Nice move.
Nice move, but stuffed.
Down to 2:58 to go, 2:56. Both teams have all their timeouts left.
Well, Perry's quick. I mean,
he made a nice move on Sugg, but he ran right into the arms of Call.
But Nick did the right thing. He turned him back inside.
Exactly.
You don't let him go outside where he can get big gains. You turn him back inside where Jacob and Jared are coming.
Well, it's 2:39. If the Tigers get a stop here, you got to start thinking about a possible timeout to maybe get the ball back one more time.
I think Pottsville's playing keep away here, which I was told was their strategy. They just want to keep the ball away and get into the second half.
And here he is. There's Nodia. He was chasing him from the beginning, and now
good play. Yeah, they're starting to shoot the gaps and try and disrupt those
tackle
tackle
coaches are begging
dives.
for a timeout, and they can't get it. They started trying to call a timeout at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 7 o'clock. They couldn't get a referee's attention. And Coach Abner's letting him have a little bit over here.
They've started shooting the A and B gaps, trying to disrupt that fullback dive.
Well, I think the Tigers definitely want the ball back, and they know that if they can stop here, they may get one more shot before the half.
Yeah, Pottsville's 3 of 3 on 4th downs, 1 of 5 on 3rd downs. And go figure.
Well, when you got to get 2.5 yards of play, which has kind of been their strategy tonight, Zach. It's already played into there that you may not make 3rd. This is a big play here because Prairie Grove spends a timeout.
I think if you're Pottsville, you run the ball. Make them, at the very least, make them burn a timeout. I don't think you want to put the ball up.
I'd like to see them throw the ball and throw it towards Halbert.
I'm talking from a Pottsville perspective. I think you run the ball here, and you make Prairie Grove burn a timeout. Now, if they want to throw it at 4, knock yourself out. We've seen how that goes.
Well, tonight stops. Pottsville stopped Prairie Grove once on 4 downs, down inside the 30, and then
it turned Prairie Grove turned them over twice inside the 30.
Well, once.
The interception.
And then, yeah, that was the 4th down, though. That was the 4th down play. And then the fumble inside, and then Prairie Grove stopped Pottsville.
Watch McNulty on the backside.
Now in motion.
Nice tackle. Nice tackle.
And another timeout is called, so the Tigers are going to get the ball back. I assume they won't go for it here.
Is that Halbert?
I believe that was Nodier on that tackle. So that's going to bring up 4th down with 2:06. The Tigers are going to get one more shot.
Look, we know how explosive the Prairie Grove offense can be.
And this is the first punt of the ball game, Zach.
We think it's the first punt.
It's 7-6. Both teams have moved the ball well. Prairie Grove with 180 yards of total offense. Pottsville with 143. Both teams have a turnover. Both of the turnovers were in what you would call close to scoring position. So a very evenly played game. The difference right now is an extra point, where at the beginning of the game we thought
Prairie Grove might have a significant advantage, but apparently not.
Well, the Tigers, hopefully, if there's a punt here, they'll get the ball back one more time.
I wouldn't mind seeing him kick it to Halbert. We've seen him take it to the house before.
Either one of those guys, him or Bartholomew, either one's got the capability to take it to the house. Let's take a look at the someone happy about that. J.C. Dobbs. I was probably the best athlete on the team when I played, but Coach wouldn't let me run the ball. Wish I could have had Asher for a coach. J.C. Dobbs. Okay, here we go. And who's back deep? We have
Logan.
We have Logan. And it is going to be a punt, kind of an end over end.
Get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it.
That was kind of I thought the young man hit it with 1:57 to go. Prairie Grove's going to have the ball with 1 timeout to go. Zach, all year long we've talked about the different looks Prairie Grove's given, and we hear a lot of things about Prairie Grove run first, but we've seen them spread out 5 wide. This is the time when all that practice and stuff that you do for your passing game, this is where you kind of need it in this kind of 2-minute offense.
You just got to be careful. You don't want to turn the
ball
over.
You don't want to turn the ball over now because they're a running team and they have 3 timeouts.
Exactly.
Left. So you want to get a couple of first downs here, get out of trouble. Then you can really. So here we go.
There they go.
They are
spreading them out.
To the left, to the right. Now in motion is J.D. Speed. Speed's going to take it. He's going to be short.
If you're going to go, you better go.
Well, I think the thing is I think Coach Apter's thinking the same thing that we just talked about. And now straight from the line of scrimmage, here they go. Now Cooper, he's back to pass.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. That's an incomplete pass. 1:31 to go here. I was a little surprised with that. Halbert looked like he got behind his man there. Cooper tonight 0 for 3, 1 interception. That interception's kind of a desperation. I'm about to get sacked on 4th down throw.
Yeah, he's got to settle down a little bit.
1:31 to go here.
This is a big down. You've got to pick this up.
If you don't get this, then Pottsville's going to get the ball back, and they're going to have one more shot at the goal line. So here comes Prairie Grove, 3rd down and a long 4 to go. And now there's J.D. Speed. He's not going to make it. No, he's not going to make it. And now Pottsville's going to call a timeout with 1:20 to go. So Prairie Grove comes up short. Wow.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a punt, and now we've had 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, that's it's a conservative call, but you make Pottsville's got 2 timeouts left. We need a good punt here.
The only 2 things you could do there, Zach, I think, is you go with like we did there, or you go deep. Because if you take a chance at a short pass, you get a turnover. If you go deep and they intercept at the 50 or 45, you're going to punt it there anyway. So not the worst play to run, but the Prairie Grove Tigers come up short. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Need a good snap here. 1:20 to go. Prairie Grove trailing 7-6. For halftime, what we'll do is we'll go to the field for the band, and Zach and I will take a break. JD Speed into punt. I think that is Perry is back deep,
Yep.
and I can't
And
see
Weaver.
the other number. And Weaver and
24.
Perry are back deep. Good snap. And now let that ball bounce. So with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here, Zach, the Apache will have one more shot at it, and maybe they'll put the ball up in the air. We can pick something off here, but this
That would help.
This has been a great first half. One punt apiece, one turnover apiece, both in scoring position when that happened. The only big difference here in the first half is an extra point.
Yep, that's things that don't normally happen. Prairie Grove's got to get it together and overcome these sort of things. They turn the ball over twice, missed extra point. It's just things that we haven't seen a lot this year.
I can't recall if we were down at halftime to Farmington. I don't think we were, so this may be the first time we go down at half this year. Back to pass. He's going to run. He's hit.
He is not.
That is Jacob Call and Murphy and Creighton Ledbetter.
Perry did a nice job to get back to the line of scrimmage and duck a big hit from Jared.
Let's see. It doesn't look like they're calling a timeout here. So, you know, the Tigers.
Yeah, they got a good pass rush on that. We haven't seen them have the opportunity to get after the quarterback, but
they may be wanting to go ahead.
I think they're probably content to go in. They're going to get the ball first.
I think this will be the play, and I think if they don't do something here, the Tigers may take a timeout, Zach. But, of course, we'll be out of time here. You'll need – I think they're going to be content. They're going to be content. No, they're going to throw it up.
There you go. There you go, Jared. Strip the ball. Strip the ball.
And the Tigers –
that's not what Pottsville does. They're very uncomfortable dropping back. Their offensive line is not very good at pass blocking.
That's going to do it. And so with 10 seconds, 8 seconds to go here in the first half, and that is the end of the first half. And a good first half by both teams, very evenly matched. After one half of play, the Pottsville Apache 7, Prairie Grove Tigers 6.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
gentlemen, the award-winning Pottsville High School Band is taking its place on the field to entertain you this evening. The band is 47 members strong and is led onto the field tonight by senior drum major Heather East. Our show this year is all about feeling music, the key word being feeling. Major, is your band ready? The 1964 super hit by the one and only godfather of soul, James Brown. The band opens with I Feel Good. We now fast forward to 2009, and the group of Black Eyed Peas, here from their fifth album, is the anthem of great times everywhere. I Got a Feeling. Let's all feel the love. We go back to 1994 and the Disney animated feature The Lion King for Can You Feel the Love Tonight? is directed by Kevin Ray, assisted by Chris Cameron. Flag instructor is Natalie Roy, and interim instructor is Leah Reisner. Thank you for your kind attention. You may take the field. Here is on. Okay, band, here we go. Let's show our crowd how loud we can play. I don't want to stop.
in Kansas anymore.
Well, we're back with you here. We've got a couple minutes before the half. We're going to go through some stats. Zach, you want to go through the first half stats real quick?
Well, I think if you looked at the scoreboard and you're just joining us and you say it's 7-6, you'd say, well, I about expected that. But offensively, teams have gone up and down the field. Prairie Grove right now, 29 total plays, 191 yards, all of it on the ground. Pottsville to this point, 26 plays, 128 yards. You'd say Prairie Grove's pretty well contained them, but if you watch the first half, it seemed like Pottsville had the ball for the majority. They converted a lot of fourth downs, and they held on to the ball and really controlled play. Prairie Grove's kind of been on their heels. Prairie Grove has turned the ball over twice, a fumble and an interception. 2 penalties for 10 yards, 2 penalties for 12 yards for Pottsville. Not a big difference there, but it just feels like a heavyweight fight. Two teams just slugging it out. It feels like somebody's going to break loose here. We just hope it's the Prairie Grove Tigers that do that. And they've had some big plays here in the first half. I mean, if you look at Colby Elkins has a 27-yard run. Weston's got a 27-yard run. They're averaging 7.3 yards every time they run the football. Pottsville, conversely, and the numbers are skewed a little bit because they had a sack at the end of the first half, but Pottsville's averaging about 4.5 yards a carry. So, I think I hope they made some adjustments and shut down the fullback dives. They started to do that by shooting the gaps with the linebackers at the end of the first half, and that seemed to have some success. But, they got to get the offense going. The offense has been out of sync all night.
Well, I think that, I don't know if they've been out of sync, Zach, as much as that when we gotten down close, we hadn't been able to convert into the touchdown. We had one, we stopped on fourth. One time we actually fumbled at the 1. We scored once, and then the other time we ended up with a punt right there before the half. We've had 4 possessions, and that's what's the interesting thing. I think both teams have had 4 possessions in the first half. Well, Zach, as I was walking through, there is a lot of people here tonight on the Prairie Grove side.
I violated my own rule by going to the bathroom at halftime, and that was dumb.
Well, and then
it is packed.
I've seen a lot of former players here. Caleb Sugg, Thomas Sainer, one of the great rushers here at Prairie Grove, and a lot of alumni here tonight. Just a big crowd, and they're getting their money's worth tonight for sure.
We felt like we were going to go 4 quarters tonight, and that's certainly what we're getting. We're in for 24 minutes of football that's really going to be a bit of a nail biter.
Let's see. We're going to go here. Good luck to this is from Miss Burton. Good luck tonight to my students, and she's our East Lab instructor.
They're doing fine work.
She's watching from home tonight, and she's had some things going on there down in Little Rock, and she is things seem to be going great, and she's really proud of East Lab kids, and we are as well. I think people are asking, Zach, if we went to Prairie Grove, and there's something on here. Did we go to school here?
No,
we didn't.
No, we did not.
I've been here in Prairie Grove about
your Foley class of 43.
No, been here in Prairie Grove almost 20 years, and I think I've come to a lot of football games here over the last 20 years, and have seen a lot. Zach, you've been here in the area about the same amount of time.
I got here in 2000. My son's a junior.
And now here's Landon Allen to kick to start the second half. It's a good kick. It's going to be filtered just inside the 15. And that is Weaver. Weaver's going to go down about the 26-yard line, and now the Tigers. We start the second half.
Well, let's see what kind of adjustments they made. I don't think Pottsville's going to make too many adjustments.
Well, offensively, they've had success. Well, we're sitting here. They've had success. They're at 128 total yards. Of course, they lost about 20 there before the half, because they were right about 150 before that last sack. And the Tigers have had success running the ball, just hadn't been able to convert. And again, a 7-6 ball game, very tight. And now Pottsville comes out for their first series of the second half.
And what's funny is each team scored on their opening drive, and since then, not much.
And not much again on that play. Looks like Brandon Taylor may have been there. Creighton Ledbetter and several.
He's going to pick up about 2. That keeps them on schedule.
Well, the way they go on fourth down, this is right at their pace.
They're 3 of 3 in the first half. You got to keep them behind the chains. Got to keep them in second and long and third and long. That's not where they're comfortable. We saw that on the last couple of plays when they dropped back in the shotgun.
And nice stop inside there. Several of the Tigers. Brandon Nodier looks like he's at the bottom of the pile. Logan Bartholomew Call also in there to help. It's going to bring it up a 3rd down and 5.
this is where you want them. I mean, you want them 3rd and long.
And you want you don't want them to get it 4th and 2 because they'll go.
They'll go. They'll absolutely go. You've got to keep them to a negative play, or even I don't even think 4th and 5's out of their range.
3rd down. This is going to be 3rd and a long 5. And he's got room. And it's up to J.D. Speed. I don't think he's going to catch him. And that is going to do it.
Counter. Prairie Grove overran it.
Pottsville goes. That is a 68-yard run, 69-yard run, and Pottsville stretches their lead to 13-6.
Got to be careful here. They're going to go for 2.
And if they get the 2-point conversion here, that will be it looks like they're placing down the kick. Looks like they're placing an extra point here, Zach.
And Prairie Grove tried to shoot the gaps again, and Pottsville blocked it well, and Weaver got loose. Can't have that.
Extra point on the way, and it's good. That's a critical extra point. That gives Pottsville a lead, 14-6, and the Tigers now have to answer back.
That is certainly not the way you wanted to start the second half, but you're going to get an opportunity to get the ball, go for 2, and see if you can't knot this thing up. The defense has got to 3rd and 5. You got to make that stop.
Well, the thing that Prairie Grove has to do now is not let that defense, the touchdown there the defense gave up, not let that affect your offense. Offense needs to come back, put the points on the board, tie this game up, and we're right back at 0.
Feel like I'm in South Bend. They've got to. Prairie Grove just has to settle down. There's no need to panic. No need whatsoever to panic. You still got 22 and a half minutes of football to play.
You got Falk, the Bartholomews, and John Halbert back deep. Ball's going to go to Halbert. He's going to turn. They're going to do the star. And this time it's Logan. Logan's got some room. Logan's at the 40. He cuts back. He's at the 50. Look at Logan. Logan's
gone.
at the 30.
Goodbye.
The 20. 10, 5. Give him 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give him 6. And Logan Bartholomew returns it all the way for a Tiger touchdown. And just like that.
And you know what? Pottsville had it defended. They had it defended well. Logan just outran the angle.
When he got up around midfield, I thought he was Zach. But the Tigers go all the way.
Well, and this is huge.
This is a big play.
Take that, Pottsville. Take that. Well, now this is really big.
Well, now the time's starting to, they may end up having to burn a timeout here.
I think they're all right. They got the play called.
They're going to have to rush it.
No need to rush. Don't rush it. This is too important.
And they just hand it to Bartholomew.
And he did not get in.
He didn't make it. 14-12. And Zach, that was probably almost worth a timeout. I'm not going to question it. I know they had the play called, but having to rush people out there, you rush that snap.
Yeah, they tried to fool them a little bit with the formation by spreading Jarrett out, and that Pottsville played it well.
Well, 14-12, the Tigers
come right back. This is the way we started the first half with 2 opening drives that produced points and then nothing, and here we are again.
Well, the Tigers have, the thing is right now from a touchdown standpoint, it's those extra points right now that have cost the Tigers, and that came off of a penalty. If you think back, Zach, we had a 5-yard step off. Of course, the funny thing is Pottsville did as well whenever they made their extra
they
point.
Converted on the 2-point, but they were called for an illegal formation.
And then made their extra point, and have been unable to convert on the 2 times we scored, but it's 14-12. The Apache lead, and just like that, we're in a dogfight. 10:20 to go in the third quarter, plenty of time to go in the ball game. The thing I see with the Apache, Zach, is a very big play opportunistic team. And this is going to be Perry's going to field it at the 15. And they're going to get him back. That is Brandon Taylor, and Taylor gets him back around the 20-yard line. And now the defense needs to step up, Zach.
Well, we've relied on them all year long. It's time to make some adjustments and make. They were doing fine on first and second down, and then they ran a little counter play, and that certainly made a mess of things.
Got got some comments here, Zach. Music, man, oh man, let's the Tigers go. Want some revenge on Nashville. Ashley Crow says Texas loves Weston. Matthew Bartholomew, Weston and Logan can only wish they were as good as he was. And Ashley Crow says, yay, Tigers. So 10-16 to go, first down and 10. Pottsville with the ball at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go again.
And there he goes. This is just big play city right now. And it's only up to Halbert. Can Halbert catch him? And Halbert does his job and catches him down around the 12-yard line.
Now, the safeties aren't making the tackle at all. They're getting sucked in, and they're not even getting a piece of the running backs. That's just a straight dive.
Halbert did an incredible job there because you're at that place right there, Zach. Your runner kind of has the advantage because he knows at some point I'm going to make a cut.
Yep.
And as he saw Halbert closing in on him, he stopped. Halbert was able to keep control. A lot of times when you're running that kind of screen, trying to catch someone, and that was Campbell. Again, Campbell's had some big runs tonight. Was that Campbell that time?
That was Campbell.
So, Zach, I think we got his rushing yards messed up there.
Oh, I know what I did. Hang on. Sorry, I forgot to flip the field. There we go.
So he is sitting at 9 carries for 131 yards. Second down and 8.
This is huge. You can't let them score. A touchdown and an extra point here makes this it a 9-point game. You just can't let them in.
2-score game, and now
in
the backfield, that is Brandon Notier.
24th tackle for loss this year.
And now a big third down. And the question is, can the Tigers stop here? I'll tell you, they're doing a great job. The Apache doing a great job reading that off-tackle play there, Zach.
It's not real complicated. You just if the guy on the end of the line of scrimmage turns his shoulder to you, you give the fullback the ball. If he keeps his shoulders square, you keep it. It's not hard to read. It's hard to defend.
Right.
Because no matter what the defensive end does, he's wrong. And then you have to rely on the guys on the backside to make the play.
Big third down, and now empty backfield. Got to watch. Now here we go. Quick pass across. He's wide open. Touchdown, Apache. He was wide open. That was Corey McCowan. And now this extra point can make it a two possession game.
Just another bust in the secondary. He was wide open.
They are calling the right plays at the right time. Oh, and it's good. So with 8:38 to go, it's 21-12. And the Tigers, he was wide open.
He really was. The safety got lost again, and you can't have guys running that wide open, not on a 3rd and goal.
I actually felt really, when I saw them line up with the wide, and saw the open, the quarterback, solo in the back there, I was feeling really good about the play. I'm like, we ought to be able to stop this.
Well, Dalton got pressure. They picked it up, but when guys are running that wide open, you're just gonna have to start covering some people.
Well, Prairie Grove gave up 21 points one other time this year against Farmington, and it was about at this point of the game where I think they got the 21 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah, so it's Perry right now, 4 out of 4, just 38 yards, but some really timely passes. They've done until halftime. They've really done a nice job keeping Pottsville, I guess, under control. But Pottsville's exploded here in the second half. They've gone up to 243 yards on the ground.
And now this time, Logan. This time he's going to get it out to about the 30. And the Tigers are going to need to match them possession for possession now, Zach. They're going to have to take it down there and score.
Yeah, it's you're getting to a point where your offense has got to kick it into gear here and start converting some for touchdowns and 2-point conversions.
Well, this is a critical thing because right here, Zach, you're down 2 possessions right now.
They've been able to rely on the defense all year long to get stops when they need them. And, Pottsville's kind of put them in a difficult spot.
And this time they're going to wrap up Bartholomew. He'll be lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That was Weston on the carry. He may have, that looks like they're going to spot it, may have even lost a half a yard. I'm
no
impressed
need to
with
panic.
I'm impressed with the Apache big play ability. Second down for the Tigers, and now just don't. And he's got. Oh, he had Noah Hunter open, just slightly overthrows him, and now it brings up a 3rd down and 10. And Zach.
It's just a tough throw. I mean, you're rolling Cooper to the right and having him throw all the way back to the left. I mean, there's a window there to drop it in. He just missed him just barely.
Cooper's 0 for 4 tonight, and his counterpart Perry is 4 for 4 tonight.
And Cooper was 0 for 8 last year against Malvern in the second round. And this is a must. You got to have this. You got to have this one.
It's a big 3rd down here for the Tigers. They have 5 wide this time, and here they're going to bring some pressure.
Oh my gosh! He's uncovered. Ugh.
And it's intercepted at the 45.
Pottsville didn't even line up on Noah Hunter. Didn't even line up on him. Jared ran a stop route. Noah kept going. He was wide open here on the left hash.
And now the Tigers are going to have to come up with a defensive stop here. 7:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Apache have kind of taken control here, 21-12. Again, still plenty of time in the game. But the Tigers, their defense has been on the field a lot already here in the 3rd quarter because of the touchdown return for, the return for a touchdown, put the defense right back on the field, and now a 3 and out. They're back out again, so.
There you go.
Nothing going this time. That was Creighton Ledbetter, and he gets in there, and then Falk and several others come in to help. The Tigers.
He's going to lose a yard
This
on that
defense has some pride, Zach. I think they want to try to step up here. They need to. Of course, the Apache have been incredibly
efficient.
Yes,
efficient is the word.
And third, they get in these 3rd and longs, and they bust for a big play, and now they're where they are on the field now. They'll be confident and they'll go for it on 4th.
No, they're doing what Farmington did, which is a lot of misdirection, a lot of counteraction, and then Prairie Grove being so aggressive that'll get you going in the wrong direction.
And now they're going this. That's Perry. Perry makes a move. He's got the 1st down. Well, depends on the spot. Well, he just gave him a generous spot. He's going to get it with that spot. Oh, my gosh. Perry's tough.
Yeah, he is, and they had him. They had him hemmed in. Dalton had a hand on him. He just broke free.
Okay, just short there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short. But they've got 2 plays to make it, Zach, the way that they've played tonight and what we've seen from their coach.
I don't think they're going to be afraid to go.
Coach Brian Russ, he will not be afraid to go if they don't make it. So
and they're playing here to put Prairie Grove on the ropes. You get a score here, it's it's white knuckle time. Prairie Grove's going to have to be really, really efficient. They're going to have to get some stops.
They have to get stops, and what we're seeing is they can stop them one play, maybe 2s. They're not able to stop them for 4 downs, and the only time we stopped them was right there before the half. We stopped them and forced them to punt. But they were in a little bit different offense because they were in a little bit of a rush to try to get down the field. Okay, 3rd down and very short. And he's got the 1st easily, and he's going to get on down inside the 40, down to about the 36. Tackle made by Logan Bartholomew, but not before the Apache. You have 1st down and 10 at the Prairie Grove 36-yard line.
Prairie Grove's pinching the defensive ends down, and they're creating spaces on the outside, and they're trying to compensate by blitzing either a linebacker or a corner off the edge, and Pottsville's just taking advantage of it. Those simple fullback dives, you're creating a natural hole, and all you have to do is block the 2 guys on the end, and you've got 3, 4, 5 yards.
Defense needs to step up, and the Apache are just they look very efficient as they run the ball. Here they go again, and that's Campbell again, and Campbell has been tough. He's going to pick up 6, 7 yards. Looks like he just pick up 6.
It's just a straight lead. There's nothing real complex about it. It's just hard to stop.
And now it's going to be 2nd down, a short 4 for the Apache. Ball at the Prairie Grove 30-yard line. 5 minutes, 44 seconds. Tigers need to stop. Second down. Needed something in the backfield here, Zach. Keeper here by Perry. Perry's he's gonna have the first down. He's down to the 25-yard line, so that's gonna be another Apache first down. They're at the 25 and down. Zach, we're halfway through the third quarter, and the Apache have scored twice, and they're on the march again.
They are. It's not real complex. I mean, there's nothing real sophisticated about what they're doing. It's just incredibly difficult to stop if you're not. You have to win individual matchups all along the offensive line, and one little seam and Perry can be by you, and it's 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. And all he did on that play was he just followed the fullback.
That is Tyler Weaver. Weaver's going to pick up a couple. He's going to, let's call it 2 yards. Going to be second down and 8.
Prairie Grove's got to get them. You got to get a negative play here, and against this kind of offense, it's hard. It's hard to get them in the backfield because they're constantly moving forward.
Well, this is the first time that there's been a drive where time has went off the clock. The first 2 times there was big plays right away. Here we go. And now
There's
a keeper
Perry.
here by Perry.
Yep.
Perry just slices his way inside the 15. I think he's got another first down. Perry, he weaves his way through.
Yeah, he's starting to assert himself a little bit. He's up to 53 yards rushing. He's their leading rusher in the year.
They've had 4 guys carry it. Campbell with 136, Perry with 53, Weaver with 84, and Hunter Daniel with 9 on 1 carry. So they're inside the 15. They're
content here to just let that clock burn.
The defense needs a big stop here. First down and 10. They've been on the field most of the third quarter. There's Campbell. He's wrapped up by Call this time. No gain on the play. But the Tigers need 2 scores, Zach. Prairie Grove had 190 yards at the end of the first half. They have 190 yards right now.
Yeah.
Pottsville has gained over 200 yards in this quarter alone.
Yeah, they've broken off a couple of really long runs, and Prairie Grove just looks like they're on their heels. They need something good to happen.
Second down, 9. And now a little bootleg
wide
pass. He's
open.
open, and he's got it. Touchdown. Just outside the outstretched arms of Bobby Cat.
Bobby got beat. He got sucked in on the play action.
Now the question is, are they going to line up here for the extra point? And if Pottsville puts this through, the Tigers will be, right now they're 2 scores down and the extra point on the way, and it's good right through the center. And with 3:26 to go here in the third, Pottsville 28, Prairie Grove 12. And Zach, the good thing about that is we're 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points away. I mean, we're still within 2 scores, but we've got to do something here. And the defense is going to have to step up at some point here in this second half.
Well, I feel like we're talking about the team from last year. It's no penalties and stop turning the ball over, and you're going to be okay. But I think Prairie Grove's got to get on the board on this drive. You got to get this thing back to a 1-score game. Then, you'll take your chances with the defense. They've come through all year long. If you need a stop, they've always been able to deliver when it's really mattered. But the offense has got to get it going. As you said earlier, they've got -1 yards here in the third quarter. Pottsville's up over 200. That's just not going to do it.
Well,
and you can't keep relying on your special teams to give you points. Your offense has got to start kicking in a little.
Here we go. This kick's going to go to Suggs. Suggs going to field it right inside the 30. He fair caught it. So at the 30, let's see what we have some people looking for a Malvern score. Malvern trailing Warren 18-14.
Wow.
3:25 to go here. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion pulls the Tigers within 8.
I think you got to get to that point before the end of this quarter.
You
can't go 3 and out and give them the ball back. They've just had it for too long here in the third quarter.
Elkins and Bartholomew in the backfield. Elkins is going to get the ball, and he's going to be pulled down, no gain. And you got to give Pottsville credit. They are playing great defense here in the second half, and they've played great offense. They just look very complete.
I don't mind the call. I don't mind the call. That's what you do. You know, the chucking it down the field, that's not really what they've been about this year.
And we don't need – there's no reason to start just throwing the ball over the place yet. Now, if we get
to this point in the fourth quarter, that's a whole different story.
Right now, you can take it. You can still drive down the field. Second down and 9 to go. And here's Cooper rolling to his right. Quick throw. First complete of the night for Cooper to Noah Hunter, and he's going to get the first down. That's an important first down for the Tigers.
It's a nice, easy, it's a safe throw. You know, you need something to get Cooper going. You haven't really had to rely on him a whole lot this year. And, you know, you need your 3-year starter to come through a little bit for you here in the fourth quarter. That's a nice, safe, easy throw. It's what he does well. You know, need about 6 more of those.
Now they're going to be in the shotgun again. Elkins over here to the left side. And now Cooper's going to take it, keep it, and he's going nowhere. And he may have lost a yard or 2 on that. Cooper getting up kind of slow that time. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Bring up second down and 11.
Since the first quarter, Weston's touched the ball twice.
Weston with 11 carries,
he had
97
9 at the
yards.
end of the first quarter. He's touched it twice since then. I think it's time to get him reinvent him, get him reintroduced.
Second down and 11 for the Tigers. Cooper this time rolling to us. He's got Noah Hunter again. Just not enough room to do anything with it. He's going to catch it. He's going to be about the 47, but it's still going to be third down and a long, well, let's call it third and a long 6. 155 to go here in the third quarter.
I don't know if you're in 2-down territory here, but we're getting close.
Well, I think the thing is here, Zach, is that the Apache have exploded here for 3 touchdowns in the third quarter, 28-12. Prairie Grove has given up more points tonight than they have all season long added together. And here is Cooper with a keeper. He's got to get upfield. Get upfield, Coop. He's going to be close. He is going to be close to the first down. 1:48 to go. Depends on the spot.
You know what? He may have gotten. He got
the
better.
first.
Yeah, he got a better spot than I thought he did. It's a good, tough run.
It must have been a favorable spot. I see the Apache fans; they didn't like it at all.
I thought he went out around the 49, but I guess he made contact at the 49, and then they marked him out at the 47. But that's a good, tough run.
The Tigers with 1:48 to go here in the third, trailing 28-12. Trips to the left, and now Coop runs it to the right. I'm not sure what we're doing here, running Cooper a lot, but he picked up 3 or 4 yards there. He's going to get 3 yards there. He's going to bring up second and 7. 1 minute 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
That's his 7th carry of the night.
7 carries, 19 yards.
I mean, if you look at Prairie Grove's totals for the night, 31 carries, 198 yards rushing. But Weston hasn't touched it since the first quarter.
And now here's a quick, almost, wow. Third down. 3rd and 7.
That's the bubble screen, and
it hasn't been overly successful for us this year.
You're being kind. That's it. They've had him in that trips formation all night long, and they've that's a play you run if you get the right look. You don't want it when the defensive backs are right up on Weston. We got a penalty.
Flag down on the play.
Colby moved. It's coming back. Shelby just got just a little bit of a head start.
The Tigers definitely in a fight tonight, trailing 28-12. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
And they tried to run that throwback that we've seen the last 3 weeks, and Cooper did the right thing. He pulled it down. Obviously Pottsville had seen that, and they had Colby pretty well surrounded. But man, that penalty's a killer.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Jacob has not played offense since the 2nd quarter. They're running with Diebold and West at the guard spots. Those are 2 guys that haven't played a whole lot at the guard spots.
3rd and 12. Cooper back to pass. He's got a little time. Throws. Complete to Halbert. Halbert, don't go backwards. Go forward, my man. There we go.
It's a good throw. Good throw. He put it where only John could catch it. Kept it out of the danger zone.
Well, I got a little worried there. John took some step backwards. I'm like, get upfield, buddy.
If there's one player I don't worry about, it's John Halbert. I just don't worry about him.
35 seconds to go here in the 3rd. The Tigers trail 28-12. Now, again.
Got it again. Man.
And this is probably going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter, Zach, because it's going to back us up 5. And I actually...
They're just shooting themselves in the foot. That's 4 penalties. All 4 of them false starts, procedures, or didn't we have an illegal shift at one point?
Well, this is
they gotta button that up. You've got 8 minutes for 12 minutes to play for your season.
Some of these seniors, many on the field. There is Weston. Weston with the ball. Weston turns, spins. He's going to get close to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break here. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Pottsville Apache 28, the Prairie Grove Tigers 12. We got one more quarter of football to go.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay. 12 minutes of football, Zach. It's been a great season. I don't want to see it coming in just yet.
No, definitely not. And, if you score here, and you can score, it doesn't take 8 minutes to score, you've got a shot. But like you said during the break, you got to score. You score, then get the 2-point conversion to give yourself any chance.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Weston got 5 yards back. He's now over 100 yards on the night. 12 carries, 102 yards.
But just 1 carry since the end of the 1st quarter. There they go.
And now Cooper back to pass. And just overthrow. I'm not sure what the call was there, but now it's 3rd down and 10.
Cooper now
is there a flag?
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for
I thought there was a flag
yards.
there for a moment. The ref kind of stepped up, but no flag on the play. 3rd down.
I don't know what they were trying to do, but Noah at the snap of the ball didn't move.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, I don't know what they were. I don't know what they had called, but 3 receivers went into the pattern. Noah was still in his stance.
Well, we got a 3rd down and 10 here, Zach, and a big play. Prairie Grove with the ball at the 30.
I think you got to start targeting 4. I do. I just think you've almost got to start to force the ball to him.
Cooper back. He's got some time. He's looking. He's got Colby Elkins. Can he get to it? Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes, sir.
Give him 6!
That's a good.
Give him 6!
That's a
oh,
good play
great!
right there.
That was a great catch by Colby Elkins. He caught it over the shoulder there, Zach.
You know what? Cooper led him away. Led him away from the defender. That was a good throw. Very good throw.
Everyone needs to be on the field. They need to keep their composure. They got to go for 2 here, and they got to make this here.
Yeah, this is imperative. You have to have this.
11:47 to go in the ball game. The Tigers trailing 28-18.
I think you tried the sweep here to Weston. That's been effective in the 2-point game.
We're down to 12. The problem is we're down to 10 seconds. We're going to have to rush the play again, just like we did the last time. I don't like the fact that we get down here with this. Here we go. There's Weston. He got it. Yes. 28-20. And now the Tigers are within striking distance with 11:47 to go in the ball game.
Well, defense
has not made a stop here in the second half, Zach. There's been 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
But you know what? This is the first time that they've actually had a little bit of a break. Now, a lot of the guys are playing both ways, but this is the first time the defense has had a chance to be off the field for a while.
And you'd like to see Landon put it deep, maybe a touchback,
maybe a turnover.
That'd be great. You know, Prairie Grove's turned it over 3 times tonight. That's it's got to balance out at some point, right?
That was an incredible catch. Great throw, incredible catch by Colby Elkins. He was going down the hill.
Yeah, he did go down the hill. I think he caught it at the very back of the end zone, but beautiful play. Like it. Now you're back in the game.
28-20. 28-20. 11:47 to go in the ball game. Defense needs to step up here.
Yeah, you don't want to let kickoff coverage has actually been pretty good tonight. Pottsville's got just 17 yards on 2 kick returns, but if Landon can put it in the end zone, that would be a big help. That's a good start.
Here comes the kick from Landon Allen. It's kind of a pooch kick. Going to field it at the 30-yard line. And now 11:46 to go in the ball game. Tigers defense needs a stop. It's 28-20. And they got to play their hearts out here for the last 11:46.
This is critical. If you can get a stop here and get the ball back, your offense finally got it in gear. They're going, but you got to come up with a stop here. This is, we bragged on this defense all year long.
And now the Tigers with the ball. There is Perry. He keeps it. Nice defense there. The Tigers stack him up. No gain on the play. He's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him 2. Yep, they're going to give him a couple.
I give him didn't give him much.
3.
Maybe. No. Look across the way.
All right.
Although, where they spotted that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where they spotted it. Unless my eyes are bad. He got 2 to 3 yards.
No, because over there, when the original spot was just at the 31, they gave him a good spot on the catch off the kickoff. Now with the ball.
There it is.
Now it's going to be 3rd down. That was Weston Bartholomew.
Well, this has been the trouble down.
This has been the trouble down all night. This has been the down that Perry or Campbell have made them pay, and now it's a 3rd down and 10.
They've converted all 3 in the second half, and if you're going to get a stop, now is the time.
We need a stop here.
3rd and 10.
And you want it to be 3rd and 10 because you want to force them to punt. If it's 3rd and 2, they'll probably go.
Exactly. You've got to keep them to 5 or under here and get them into a 4th and long.
10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Pottsville's going to call a timeout.
Pottsville calls a timeout. I'll tell you what, Zach, I'm going to need a timeout too. Let's take a timeout with him. 10:32 to go. Prairie Grove trails 28-20.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back with you. 3rd down and 10. Pottsville with the ball at their own 30. Prairie Grove with a little momentum here. They need a big stop.
Secondary has got to be sound here.
And now
they have had guys open. Pottsville's really picked up the pressure pretty well.
And where they've really been successful is little seam passes.
Yeah,
and now Perry's going to keep. He pitches it outside, and it's going to be a stop. I think that was that Halbert or no?
That was Halbert.
Halbert stops.
Well,
now, it's going to be 4th down and 6. And now here comes. They're going to punt.
I would hope so. I don't think you wanted to run the risk of giving Prairie Grove the ball at the 35. You know, they punted once tonight for 44 yards.
Prairie Grove's going to get the ball. It's going to be somewhere around 9 minutes and 40 seconds, probably by the time the play ends.
Oh.
Get away, get away. And the Prairie Grove.
They hit the punter, but the ref didn't call it.
I think they got a piece of the ball, Zach. That's why. They got a piece of the ball on that one. I think you can kind of tell by the trajectory of it. And the Tigers are going to have it 1st down and 10 at their own 48. 9 minutes, 44 seconds to go. And a big drive here if the Tigers can put it in and get the 2 points.
Just a 26-yard punt. So, you know, you've got plenty of time. There's no reason to break your offense here. You stay with what's gotten you here.
P. Ridge now leading Heber Springs 21-20. Malvern leads Warren 21-18. And now here's Cooper Winters under center. He's going to hand it to Noah Hunter. Noah cuts back. Noah Hunter. Hunter inside right around the 45-yard line. Julie Rutherford watching, one of the great Prairie Grove basketball players from the 2010 state championship team.
Well, everybody's here tonight, aren't they?
Watching the game. She says, watch the game from Fort Smith. I know there are a lot of people there tonight, but for sure, I know Mr. Lance Lee is there. I can hear him from here. Keep going, Prairie Grove. 2nd down, 3 to go for the Tigers. 9:15 to go. Here we go. This time.
There's the Statue of Liberty.
Uh-oh, he's got Halbert. Can Halbert get to it? No, overthrows John Halbert. That was almost a late hit there. Cooper took a shot after the pass.
You know, if you're going to take the shot at going deep, you know, 2nd and 3 is not a bad time to take it.
No, you 2nd and 3, your ball's at the 45, 9:06 to go in the ball game.
Give the ball to 20.
And now the Tigers. They went for it right there. Not a bad play. Just over the outstretched arms. This time you got.
There's Weston.
Weston's going to be a little.
Close.
He's going to be short. He's going to be. Whoa, he's getting a decent spot there.
He's close.
But he's short. You got to get a little closer to the. He's going to be short by about a yard. So it's 4th down and a big 4th down for the Tigers. They're going to go. And let's get the play called. This is the thing. We get up here on these. You need to get up to the line. You don't want to be standing up there with 3 seconds to snap it, and that's what we're doing again.
They're doing it again. They're down to 10 seconds. They're going to come out of the eye.
They're not going to have.
Yeah. There goes
Logan.
There goes
Logan. Logan Bartholomew gets it down to the 26.
And we got away with one.
We moved.
Dylan was moving on the top side of the screen.
I thought we did. I thought I saw it too.
We got away with one.
I'll tell you what, them running that clock down those low on these plays is just my heart is just beating over here.
Logan's only carried the ball 5 times tonight. You know, for a guy that's your 2nd leading rusher, you'd think he'd be a little bit more involved.
Tigers 1st and 10. There is Logan You talked about him. He just gets the ball. He's going to be inside the 35. We're down to 7 minutes, 57 seconds to go in the ball game. Logan's going to pick up a couple.
They're starting to jump on those sweeps. You wonder when you're going to see that pitch play again that they had set up in the first half. Yeah, they're taking a lot of time here.
They are taking a lot of time. You're right, and now they're down to 10. They're going to have to. They may have to take a timeout here. They keep doing this, Zach. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not going to get this one off. They're not going to get this one off. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got it.
Got
just
it
in
off.
time. He's got a lot of running room. Is Coop? Come on, Coop. And Cooper, I'll tell you what. He wasn't going to try to fake him. He just said, I got to try to run him over, and he just buries his head down and does it. Cooper's going to get down close to first.
29.
Third down. The clock's starting to run and is going to be a factor here, Zach.
Yeah, they're taking a long time to get these plays.
Yeah, right now we have to be ready. Third down and 2, 6:53 to go in the ball game. Now here comes Weston. Weston's got some room. Oh, tripped up, but he gets the first down inside the 25, down to the 23. The thing that worries me, Zach, if we don't get the 2, the clock is becoming a factor.
But, let's be sure and get in the end zone.
Heber Springs now leads Prairie Ridge 26-21. Ozark leading Mina 27-6. Stuttgart all over Dardanelle 54-0. Malvern leading Warren 21-18. 6:30 to go here. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
There Logan.
Is Logan Bartholomew. He's going to be close to another first down close to the 15-yard line. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. 6 minutes to go. Tigers trailing 28-20 on the march. And there is Noah Hunter. Noah, he's going to be close to the first. I think he's got the first.
I'm going to mark him down about the 12.
That should be enough for the first. And another Prairie Grove first down. 5:49 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove on the march.
Did you expect anything less out of this one? This is great. This is just great.
I got to tell you, if I'm not mistaken, my boys were talking before we left the house tonight, and one of them predicted a 35-28 game and said it would be tight all the way through. I picked another score I won't even say. It's 5:35 to go. There's Logan. He spins. He turns.
Move.
Logan down close to the 5.
That was a great spin move. And he's just that change of speed, change of direction, change of speed that Prairie Grove needs.
Second down, the Tigers on the march.
Marked it on the 5.
They're looks like going to be right outside the 5. Second down and 3 from the 6. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but we're down to the 5-minute mark, Zach. And now here is Weston. Weston
touchdown!
6 with 4:55 to go. The Tigers have now pulled within 2, 28-26.
All right, don't lose your head. Everybody's got to get back up to the line.
Have the play
going
ready.
for 2.
Have the play ready now. We don't want to be pushing this thing down to the limit. Let's go. Get this play in there. Let's go, guys. And now this time, here comes Halbert.
20 seconds
28-26. This is a big play here. Prairie Grove trailing 28-26. 4:55 to go in the ball game. They line up in the I. Here we go. There is J.D. Speed. Speed did not get it. 28-26. 4:55 to go in the ball game. Let's take a timeout.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back. It's 28-26, 4:55. The thing, Zach, now becomes you have to stop, and time becomes the critical factor now.
Well, I mean, you got 5 minutes left, and you've proven you can go down the field and score. You know, the key is you can't let Pottsville drain 3 minutes or 4 minutes off the clock and get the ball back.
No, you've got
to get it back relatively quickly.
And if I'm Prairie Grove here, I think you got to kick it
Look
deep.
how short
They're up here. We ought to just drill this here.
They're going to try the onside.
And they get it at the 50. Maybe a little too quick there, Zach, for the onside kick. They're going to give Pottsville. If Pottsville scores here and gets the extra point, it's too. But they go for the extra point. I mean, for the onside kick, do not get it. And so now Pottsville with the ball, 1st and 10 at midfield. 4:54 to go in the ball game. 28-26. Defense must make a stop here.
Yeah, you can't give a whole lot of ground here.
No, a couple of first downs, and that gets you into a. And there's Murphy.
Jared.
But now he nice breakaway
away
there, Jared, and then also let's see, that was Nodier helping out, and JD Speed. But you know that little spin there gave him an extra yard.
Got him about a yard on the play, but. You know, this is the situation where the coaches will tell you, hold the first guy, hold him up, second guy, strip the ball.
2nd down, 4:30 to go in the ball game.
Pottsville doesn't have to be in a hurry here.
No, they're going to run this thing down every time. And a couple of first downs, Zach, and that'll put the Tigers in an incredible hole. Defense needs to step up here.
There you go, Brandon Nodier.
Nodier there on the stop. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Little surprised that Pottsville's gone so conservative.
And I wouldn't say that too quick, Zach. Those guys have seemed to find the right time to call the right play tonight.
You got to watch for that counter. They had the long run on. I'm just surprised that they've run Perry on those little halfback leads. I know they're safe, and you know you're working the clock here, but.
Well, I think here the other thing is if Prairie Grove makes a stop here, I could see a timeout coming, and that'll give you about 3 minutes. But got to make a stop here. 3rd down. Watch.
Yep.
And now it's a bootleg.
Oh,
he's got lots of room. But he falls.
He's short.
He's short of the first. But he's close enough for them to go for it, that's for sure. I think Prairie Grove does not call a timeout here. I think you got to let that run on down.
And you gotta keep contained. Whew. Well, here's your ball game. I don't think Pottsville's.
They're going to wait. They're going to go all the way down and call a timeout. And now a big defense. It will be a big defensive stop here. Let's take a timeout with them. With 2:46 to go, the Apache lead the Tigers 28-26.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, this crowd is up on its feet. We're at 4th down and 3, 2:46 to go. The Apache leading 28-26. Prairie Grove does have all 3 timeouts. Critical 4th down play here.
This is huge. This is huge. Brandon got him. Football!
And the Tigers recover! The Tigers recover the ball at the 35-yard line! Oh my gosh! Oh yes! The Tigers, they send Nodier. He gets it, they get the ball at the 35, 2:38 to go. And now the Tigers.
Brandon Nodier.
They have time, Zach. They have 3 timeouts. We don't have to throw. We have plenty of time here. The ball at the 35 of the Apache.
They don't have to do anything but run their offense.
And now the Tigers. This has been a boxing match.
I don't know if I agree with the call, but I'll take it.
And now there is Weston. Weston's going to get about 4 yards, down to 2:33. Zach.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream.
I didn't
mean to scream.
I was just informed that Washhausen, our coach from upstairs in the booth, he called the blitz there. It's 2nd down, 7 for the Tigers. 2:18 to go in the game. Tigers with plenty of time left. They have all 3 timeouts, down to 2 minutes to go. And here comes.
They got him for motion again.
They need to get up to the line now. And that's going to be the Tigers. Penalties have hurt tonight, Zach.
They have. That's their 5th procedure penalty tonight.
They need to be up to the line, though, here. They don't need to be wasting a lot of time here.
I think if you're thinking field goal, you need to be inside the 20.
And that could be. We talked about Landon Allen being a weapon. He may be the one that can do it tonight.
Well, you couldn't, if you're Prairie Grove, you couldn't have scripted this any better. And you've got the ball, 3 timeouts.
And now Cooper Winters. He's got time to throw. There's Big Jared Murphy. Go Big Jared.
Getting his way.
Jared Murphy inside the 15, down to the 13. We are now in field goal position, Zach. With 1:49 to go. The Tigers leading trailing 28-26.
They marked him at the 16.
No, that's going to be the 12.
Is that the 12?
He's at the 12-yard line.
I can't tell. The grass is yellow.
1:45 to go, 1:43. Tigers, the clock's running. 1st down and 10 at the 12. And now there's Weston. Weston battling hard. Look at Weston. He's going inside.
Weston.
He's holding. Weston's down close to the 2. And now.
All right. Take your time. You don't need to be in a hurry.
It's going to be 2nd down and I think they're going to measure this.
Should measure it.
They're going to measure it, Zach, with
close.
1:32 to go in the game. The Tigers, all 3 timeouts.
I'd almost let them. I'd let the 25-second clock run off, and then call a timeout. Let it go down to 1 second. Call the timeout. Make sure you got the right play called.
It's Prairie Grove 1st down. 1st down. The Tigers 1st and goal from the 2.
Weston now 17 carries, 128 yards.
And I think you're right, Zach. You need to let the clock run here.
Let it go down. You don't have to. They're going to run a play.
.123, 1:22 to go in the ball game. The Tigers 1st and goal from the 2.
Snapped it with 15 seconds on the play clock.
Weston. He's in! Give him 6! Give him 6 with 1:15 to go! With 1:15, the Tigers, for the first time tonight, since the 1st quarter, the Tigers take the lead, 32-28. The Tigers will go for 2.
Well, you need this. You got to have this.
Zach, unbelievable. But with 1:15, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Well, you're going to put Pottsville in a very difficult spot. They do not throw the ball well.
But they have a quarterback who can make big plays,
you can turn your pass rush loose. They've got 1 timeout.
And now Coop He rolls. He throws. He's got Notier.
Halbert.
And it's 34-28. The Tigers finally get a two-point conversion. 34-28 with 1:15 to go in the ball game.
If you told me 10 minutes ago that this would have happened, I would have called you crazy. But you know what? You get a big turnover. You take it in, you punch it in, and here you go.
I'm going to check our comments
Even the
page.
old people are jumping around.
Let's see. All I hear on there is, yes, woo, first and goal. That's just everyone going crazy. And now we've got 60, 70, 80-year-old people jumping up and down to your house of pain.
I'm so glad I suggested that. Man. Hey, look, now everything stays in front of you. Everything. Pottsville's got one timeout.
They have one timeout.
You've got to play safeties down the hashes, and you've got to keep everything in front of you.
This has been everything, Zach, I think that we said up front.
I think
we
this
were
is
going
what
to have
we
a lot
thought
of
it would
questions. We had a lot of questions coming tonight. How good is these two teams? And I think these are two very good football teams. With 1:15 to go, there's a lot. There's still plenty of time for something to happen here for Pottsville.
Well, you've got them in a situation where they're not comfortable. They're not a team that likes to take it and spread it around and throw it. They don't throw the ball down the field. Everything's side to side. So I think if you can turn your pass rush loose.
Good coverage is what we need here. They have guys who can make big plays. Campbell, Perry, they've done well all night. It's just stopping.
Wow. I think Prairie Grove has the ball. I think they have the ball. Prairie Grove's got the ball.
Now it's a kick. Yes, Prairie Grove has got the ball. I do not believe it. Yes, 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 yes. And that should do it. We can take a knee now, Zach.
Well,
we can take a knee.
Settle down. They still have a timeout.
We can take a knee.
Who
because
recovered? Was it Dalton that got the ball? I think it was Dalton that got the
I think
fumble.
it was Falk. Unbelievable, 34-28. Zach McKay, my son, called a 35-28 game tonight. He's 1 point off if we can hang on for another minute and 12 seconds.
Wow.
You know, Zach,
wow.
teams.
You got to run one play and then take a knee.
He fumbled the ball.
Oh, Cooper, you're going to give me a heart attack.
And now they'll take their last timeout. Now, Zach, I'm trying to calculate here. We've got 3 plays.
You'd leave them 18 seconds.
Some big plays down the stretch. Big Jared Murphy with a big catch.
Huge catch.
Bartholomew. I'll tell you, the catch by Colby Elkins for the touchdown, one of the best catches I've seen all year, the way he caught it over his shoulder. And now, as you can see on the camera, Coach Absher has them all over there.
My wife with the understatement of the day. Hey, what's the score? She just sent me a text message. What's the score?
34-28, 1 minute, 8 seconds to go. Zach, no, with we're going to check some other scores here real quick, Zach, before we come back. Stuttgart beating Dardanelle 54-0.
Like a sand lizard is what they beat them like.
Let's see. Warren leads Malvern 25-21. Nashville 49-13 over CAC.
Look, take a knee. Just take a knee.
What?
Take a knee. Let the clock run. Man,
Cooper, he's going to move forward. He's
straight ahead.
Now you take your time getting off the pile.
Yep, everybody can go slowly.
And they haven't started.
Nope, they haven't started the clock yet.
And now they start it. This is going to leave
We're going to have about 26 seconds after this snap.
After this snap, you'll be down, and then all you have to do, Zach.
You don't have to do anything. Take the ball and run to the end zone. That's what my coach would tell me to do, just run.
Oh, you can take it all the way down. Matter of fact,
shotgun snap it to your fastest guy and just run. Yep. That was perfect.
That's going to do it.
Cooper snapped.
That's going
that
to do
with
it.
A second left.
And now we can, Zach, next week we'll be back here with you. Next week, the Tigers will be facing Nashville right here at Tiger Stadium. We're down to 10 seconds to go, and now I want to congratulate the Pottsville Apache on an incredible season and an incredible team. They came in here and gave the fight to Prairie Grove. And that does it. Our final score, the Prairie Grove Tigers 34, the Pottsville Apache 28. And Zach.
Look, we were worried about the defense in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Prairie Grove outscored Pottsville 22-0. And you know, when you need the defense to stand up, what do you get?
They did it tonight, Zach, and I'll tell you, great teams find a way to win.
Look at the rushing yards.
Dead
even, 269 for each.
Why don't you go through the stats real quick, Zach?
Just a couple of crazy numbers to throw at you. Pottsville and Prairie Grove, the exact same number of rushing yards tonight, 269. Prairie Grove actually outpassed Pottsville tonight, 92-56. Michael Perry, the quarterback from Pottsville, he'll end his career tonight. He was a 3-year starter. He was 6 of 6 for 56 yards. And had a chance there in the fourth quarter to salt the game away. Blade of grass got him, and we couldn't be happier.
And he also had a 48 yards rushing.
Yep, he did. He had 22 carries, 48 yards. I mean, the number that's just looking at just cursory examination of the stats. The fourth quarter, 22-0 Prairie Grove.
Prairie Grove came back down 28-12.
Here we're down 28-12 with 10 minutes to go.
And then the Tigers hang on for another victory. They will face the Nashville next week.
The Scrappers, I believe?
The Scrappers, yeah.
And they're coming here.
The Nashville Scrappers. And now Highland, that's not a final. Highland beating Pine Bluff Dollarway 34-24. Boonville leading Newport 41-20. Ozark all over Mena 33-6. Pea Ridge had a lead 21-7 at one time. They now trail 34-21. And then also Warren leading Malvern 25-20. And here, the Prairie Grove Tigers, after being down 28-12, come back in the fourth quarter with 22 unanswered points.
Couple of big plays.
34-28.
Couple of big plays. Brandon Odier forcing the fumble on 4th and short. Not exactly, I didn't agree with the play call. I understood what they were trying to do, but Brandon shot the gap, got in there fast. Stripped the ball.
What?
They turned him over 2 times in the second half, which led to points. And Prairie Grove's now 11-0 and headed for the quarters.
Well, I just was sitting here shaking hands with Mitch Bartholomew, Weston's father, and that was an incredible game tonight. Well, Zach, this is one of those games I don't even want to sign off the air.
No. We should have. Do we have the ability to do a call-in? I mean, really.
I would love to do a call-in show. Let's check the comments page just one more time.
Just one number I want to throw at you. Weston tonight, after the fumble, 18 carries, 130 yards, 3 scores.
And
huge night.
Just want to thank Deserve the Win Prairie Groves. Take the state. Proud to be a Tiger. Just all the fans that have watched tonight. We know we had several throughout the state that have been here with us. We appreciate those that have watched.
This is the way it's going to be. You're playing really good football teams. You're not going to beat everybody 52-0. Pottsville is an excellent football team.
And with some great players. I was very impressed with Campbell tonight, who ended up with 12 rushes, 136 yards. He had a long rush of 67, 1 touchdown for him. But that's going to do it for us tonight.
See you next week.
See you next week here. We'll start the webcast right around 6:30. It'll be the Prairie Grove Tigers hosting the Nashville Scrappers. For Zach Arns, I'm Lynn Gregson. I hope to be back next week. My heart is really pounding here. That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you and have a great night. It's great to be a Prairie Grove Tiger.